Okay, here we are. Here's the RC390. There's the current gas cap. I'm going to be replacing that with this gas cap. So pretty simple install. I'm just going to take out these 7 bolts, take the whole assembly out, and put the new one in. Okay, here we go. Okay, they're all loose. Open that up. And it all comes up like that. Super simple. Put that down. Grab the new one. Set that in place. Okay, so the new gas cap is installed. As you can see, it fits perfectly. Only problem is when you open it up, it doesn't really line up, and this cap seals only with this outside ring, or on the inside it seals, but it does not seal with the actual tank. So this actually wouldn't sit flush on here. It wouldn't seal around this edge. So the gas could come up here, but it also could escape from there as well. So I don't like that. I want to put my original one back on. Okay, next I'm going to try and fit this 2-finger clutch. Basically what we have here is the clutch arm that pulls on the basket and it opens up the clutch. When you pull on the cable, on the lever, pulls the cable, opens up the clutch. So basically how this works is this arm here is longer than the original, so it has a longer, has more leverage on the pull. So more leverage equals easier pull. So basically that's how it works. So we have this piece that goes into the clutch piece, and we have this one here that replaces this one here. Okay, so I loosened up the clutch cable by loosening up these nuts right here, and then unscrewed these 2 bolts right here, and then unhook this little stopper, this end, off of this, and then the thing can just pull right out. And basically, so this is the old part. It has a little spring on here. We're going to be reusing that spring. So I'm going to pull that off, put it on the other one, and slip that back in there. So there it is. The spring is on there. And basically you can see it has a little hook on the end. Basically that just hooks right on that edge, and then we'll just slip it on there, and then this end of the spring here will sit right up against that edge right over there, and that'll hold it in place while this arm can rotate in, and we can hook it back together. Okay, so comparing the two that I have, you can see that this arm is upside down. See, this one goes up and that one goes down. So I have to take that off and flip it over. Hopefully it'll line up, but it's also not lined up. So you can see this is this arm here. So if I hold it to that side, that's how it looks like, right? Not the same with this one. So it's got to be like this. So the arm has to be facing this way. So I'm going to try and take it off and orient it in the right direction, and hopefully it works. Okay, so perfect. I got it settled. I just took it off, flipped it over, and turned it. And now it looks just like the other one, just still has a longer arm. So this, once you unscrew this bolt here, actually this rod has a hex head on the top, and this arm has a hex cutout on it. So it's easy just to take it off, rotate it, put it back in, and it kind of just grabs it. It's kind of like an open wrench. And then you just screw that down, tighten it, and it won't move anywhere. So it's perfect. Works great. Also, this came a little loose. I got to tighten this up. So I'm going to do that, and then just put it right back on in there. Okay, so this bracket that grabs the clutch cable, I had to flip over too. So I had to unscrew this nut and bolt and flip it over because it was the wrong way. Because once I flipped this over, now that was facing the wrong way, so I had to flip that over as well. So now I got everything in the right situation, and I'm going to go ahead and drop it in and see if it fits. Okay, so there is a washer here that was there with the original arm, so we're going to leave that in there. Also, we got to put this spring back on this one, so I'm going to do that now. Okay, so you can see there's a little groove there for the spring to sit right in. And it fits perfectly, so we're going to go ahead and put this arm back in. And I think there it is. Yep, that's it. There it is. Yep. Got the new bracket here. There it is. Yep. Yep, just like that. So that fits right up into there, just like that. And then I'll go ahead and put those bolts back in right here and here to hold that in place, and then I'll adjust the cable. Okay, and just like that, we're all done. All right, so here it is installed. That's all in place. It sits a little, I think maybe a little bit higher up than the last one did, but that's where it wants to sit. It's good. Arm is perfectly clear from the case, the engine case, and then this holds it. This is a little high up. This nut kind of rubs up against it a little bit, so you kind of, in order to tighten or loosen that, you kind of have to loosen these up a little bit to give it a little bit of play, and then it turns. But it's a little snug, but other than that, I mean, it fit, and it's good. The pull seems lighter, so one finger clutch, I mean, it's a real minute difference. It's not much of a difference, but you know, it helps a little bit, but it feels pretty good. So I'm happy with that. That went well. So this is also what I wanted to show you guys. I got this this new pipe in from Aliexpress. It's a fake Leovinci, but it replaces this fake whatever. So I had this on there, but the carbon fiber was getting all burnt. You can kind of see that there, and it's kind of getting warped, and I decided to get a new one because that wasn't gonna fly. So took off this old piece of shit, and I got another piece of shit. So, but this actually seems like it's pretty good quality. It's a little bit heavier than the other one because it's all metal, but it actually doesn't look that bad. I'm kind of happy with it. It's nice and quiet with the baffle on. I can run it without the baffle on, it's not bad. It's just loud. And I kind of been wanting something a little more quiet, so I'm gonna run it with the baffle on for now. I'm also waiting for my tank grips. They never came in today. I thought they were gonna be here, but I guess they're not. So that's what's coming in the mail from Aliexpress. Okay, so here's the tank grips I got from Aliexpress. I just got them in, so I'm gonna be putting them on the bike. I cleaned it all up with the wet wipes. I didn't use all of them, I just used a few of them, and it should be good. It should be good enough. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick them on. The first one I'm gonna do is this one. So I'll go ahead and take it off the backing paper and stick it right on there. In the process of putting this piece on first, the center, when I realized I don't know how high or low I have to put it. These pieces are kind of huge, so there's not much play in between them. So what I did was I put the side one on first, because I can line those up with the holes kind of perfectly and get that kind of squared away. And then, so now I'm just gonna I'm gonna put this one on next. Kind of line it up with the first one. So so I can get it in the right spot. And it looks like it kind of wants to go high like this, so it meets up with the other one over here and meets up with that one there. But then I mean, my legs aren't going to be that, my knees aren't going to be that high. I kind of want to fill in this lower spot, so I'm going to try and bring that down a little bit and see how that looks. Okay, so what I did here was to get this on in the right place, was I kind of just set it in the right place. I kind of wanted these 2 points to meet, and that looks pretty good. It goes pretty low there, so I'm happy with where that sits. So what I did was I just kind of like lifted up this side. I peeled back the backing paper and then just laid it back down. So I kind of caught it in the right spot. So it's started off in a good spot, and then I'm gonna just lift it up and peel that backing paper out and then lay it down flat as I go. Okay, so I can't get it really to sit right because it wants to tuck in behind this side fairing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off these bolts right here, kind of lift it up a little bit and then lay it down. Okay, there we go. I got that side all set, and I'm going to start on the other side. Okay, so I got the sides on, both sides, and they look damn good, and they're really grippy, so I'm happy about that. So I think I'm gonna leave the middle one out, just cause I think I want to get something a little more padded there, because I freaking smash my nuts a lot. So I think I want to put something a little more padded on that side right there, that front side. So I'm gonna leave this one off for now. I might change my mind. I mean, I could always peel it off, but I'm just gonna leave it off for now. That'll work just fine with the sides on there for now. Alright, that's it.